let's look at some human beings with cognitive disabilities. And Dr. Harris just gave you before a breakdown of the percentages of people with cognitive disabilities who fall into the various ranges. And I'm focusing here on the very bottom of the range, those with profound mental retardation, and I acknowledge that this is a very small percentage. In fact, the American Association for Intellectual and Development Disability said it's 1%. I think Dr. Harris said 1.5%. Doesn't matter very much. The point is that there are human beings with these capacities, and I'm going to go on to raise arguments about claims of a certain kind of moral status for all human beings. So from the point of view of making a philosophical argument, it's not very important whether it's 1% or 1.5% or 5 or 10% that we're talking about. What is important is that there are some if we're addressing universal claims. I recognize that for some of you in the audience here, this may make what I'm saying less interesting, because the majority of you who are here because you have a concern with people with cognitive disabilities, and perhaps those who are working with people with cognitive disabilities, or those who are carers or relatives of people with cognitive disabilities, will say, well, you know, that's not like the people that I work with or care for. That's true. And obviously the questions get more complicated once we move to issues about mild disabilities and so on. But let me say, these are the people that I'm focusing on when I'm talking about those with cognitive disabilities. For the moment, I'll talk about, I have in mind those with profound mental retardation as defined here. And later we will have time for discussion. I do want to leave plenty of time for discussion. I thought it was a pity that in previous sessions that didn't exist, and I'm sure that you will have questions and will want to challenge me. So we can move to, if you like, the more nuanced questions about people not in this category in question time. So people with profound mental retardation, as Dr. Harris said, have IQs in the range below 25, will always require much supervision, ability to understand exceeds their ability to speak, may have little or no speech, may be capable of following simple directions, no academic skills, may be unable to perform any useful work, may appear socially isolated and pay little attention to others.